continue that trend. Cam gives us our first double green of 2024. Let's get it on. Luka Dib opens a half-car lead over the double zero of Chaber as they round turn 2. Bernier and Silva trying to make it 3 wide into 3 and 4.
Down into 3 and 4 they go, and the Gales Ferry native Sylvia up on the outside with Chaber in the middle, Bernier down on the inside, and it is Bernier taking the advantage down on the inside to that number 2 spot. Chaber back to 3rd, Sylvia back to 4th as they hit turn 3 and 4, and they are chasing Luka Dib, who is looking for his first career win here tonight, and he has been close so many times. He leads the charge off at turn number 2.
2.5 laps on the board. Dib with just about a turn's length advantage as he rounds turn 4. Bernier in second. Chaber giving Silva a run for his money in third as we head into lap 3. Dib still leading by quite a bit into turn 2.
Got a nice comfortable advantage there, but as Sylvia and Bernier team up down the back straightaway into turn number 3, Sylvia closing in on the back bumper. Their times right now are just, they're exactly the same as they cross the stripe. Sylvia just a tick slower, and not by much. We're talking thousandths of a second as they hit turn number 3. 5 out of 15 complete as they hit the stripe this time by.
Silva chasing Bernier for position number 2. Chaber being chased by Satterlund a little deeper in the field for that 4th spot. Silva trying to close the gap using that upper groove. Can't find anything, brings it down low. Dib, meanwhile, still leading the pack at lap 6.
Field has strung itself out around the 3rd mile, and Bernier little by little is closing in the gap. That time he picked up 0.3 of a second, and while he does that, Sylvia takes a peek to the outside looking for that number 2 spot. Settles it back behind off at turn number 4, and we are at lap number 7. It is down to 0.5 of a second between first and second. They are closing the gap now as Sylvia again takes a look to the outside of David Bernier down into turn number 3.
Cross 6 given by KJ Boucher. We are halfway home, and Luka Dib got a little skittish on the outside, able to break it back in. Bernier chasing him. Silva right on his coattails into turn 2. They're separated by less than a car length.
Luka's line has changed over the last few laps. He's really pushing that car off of turn number 4 and drifting it high. This time he's got a nice line off the corner and able to hold that lead steady that time by. They roll down the back straightaway. When they come back around, it'll be 10 down, 5 to go. Bernier is still closing the gap just a little bit, but is it enough as Sylvia falls back a few car lengths?
Dib's comfort zone has significantly decreasing as he heads into 2, with Bernier still chasing him, trying to take a peek on the inside. Now brings it back up. Silva's still working the outside groove, trying to find something inside. Nothing doing. He sits 3rd, 4 laps to go.
4 laps to go. Caution flag is out. Chaber gets loose in turn number 4, comes to a stop, and the 22 of Carl Satterlund just right up on top of him. No damage, no contact, but very close there. And this is going to close in the gap, and this is where Luka Dib really is going to have to be on his game. Video feed was absolutely horrible, and I want to apologize to go. And it looks like they'll get the, nope, we got one car around on the one. These are more restricted for the younger drivers, but the age difference is where the big gap is, plus that restrictor plate to make it easier for these youngsters to drive. There's a green flag. We're back underway. Luka Dib, David Bernier leading the field down into turn number 1. Mason Sylvia right there in that number 3 spot, looking down underneath Bernier for second as they head down the back straightaway.
Silva tried to slide up, trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Couldn't quite close it. Dib able to maintain his lead and not get too loose as Bernier comfortably finds himself back in second into 3 and 4.
Down the backstretch, Luka Dib opens up a 5-car length advantage down into 3 and 4. They come off the corner with 3 laps remaining, and Dib again running that high line, making that hard arc off of turn number 4. This time he's able to make it work for him, however, as he heads down into 3. The twin sticks are up. Cam lets him know there are 2 laps to go this time across the stripe.
Dib setting the pace on Bernier into 1 and 2. Silva still chasing Bernier's number 30, trying to use the Inside now, crosses up to the outside. Can't quite catch him in a 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. Luka Dib leads the charge with 1 to go.
A little loose off the corner, but able to gather it back in. Lost a little bit of his lead there, but still comfortable as he rolls off at turn number 2. Luka Dib looking for career win number 1. Leads the charge into 3 and 4. Cam waves a checkered flag, and Luka Dib adds his name to the winner's list here at Seekonk for the Bandolero division. The youngster taking down his first career win after several years of charging, learning, getting better and better. Still a little struggle a couple of times off of 4. He got a little bit loose again, but was able to hold on to carry the checkered flag for the first time.
What was going through your mind? Because David and Mason, they were catching up to you.
Yeah,
Spit it out.
it was a great race overall. Just try to win the starts and get up there in the finish. And just try and stay in the front overall.
What were you thinking during that caution? 4 laps left. I know that's not what you needed. Take me through your thought process.
I was thinking it was going to be a no caution race. Then I saw the yellow come out, and I slowed down really fast.
I know Mom and Dad and Paula and John, they worked so hard on this car. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Diggers Landscaping, Hennius Carroll Lombardi, Barrington Automotive, Chris Grant and Sons Excavation, and Walsh's Auto Repair. And huge thanks to DDM Setup and Maintenance for putting together this car.
All right, Luke, congratulations. First time in 2024, he is at Victory Lane. You haven't even raced, David, you haven't even raced a full season yet, and you're already finding yourself on the podium. This car looked really fast.
It was fast. It was smooth, and I was happy with it. Really was.
So you had Mason just about in your let's try this again. You had Mason in your rear view mirror just about the entire race. Take me your holy cheese. Take me through your thought process of Mason being in your rear just about the entire race.
If I'm being honest, he put on a good race. It was hard to pass him. I was very nervous out there because this was my first time really out there. So it was a lot on me, but I just kind of tried to stay calm and hold my line.
I know there's a lot of people you want to thank.
Merowyn McDonald Industries. I said that wrong. McDonald Industries, Greco Ford, and Flying J's Pizza. I would like to thank my uncle for being here. Well, he's not here. My dad, my 2 moms, my grandfather and my grandmother, Dick Benoit, Chris Dumont. Yeah.
It's okay. Mom's shouting words. I'm forgetting how to speak. We're good, buddy. Congratulations. It is a familiar spot for you. This car looked just about as fast as it did last year. What do you think?
Just really fast. Glad that it was a clean race, and for the most part, I'll take 3rd.
You gave Luka and David a run for their money. Did you think quite possibly you were going to catch it because you went outside, nothing. You went inside, nothing. What was holding you up?
Just it was hard to pass on the outside, so
It's all right. You get 3rd. All good. Rich and Mike and Kyle, I know they work hard in this car. I know there's a lot of others you want to thank as well.
Yeah, I got to thank them for bringing the car out every weekend for me, and I got to thank my mom and dad for driving me every weekend. My grandma and grandpa for always being there for me. MFR Mahoney Family Racing, A&B Excavation and Concrete, Donate Life, and I think that's about it.
Mason Silva with his first podium in 2024. David Bernier, his first podium ever, and back in victory lane, Luka Dib.